Did you see the whole Dejounte Murray, Paolo Banchero beef going on?
I did.
So,
and that's what
I just go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but when are people going to start listening to me about Dejounte Murray?
I love Dejounte Murray.
Is anybody going to pay attention when I talk about how good this guy is?
Murray is great.
Or is it just me? Like this guy is an MVP caliber player.
For sure.
He's 25. He's averaging almost, a triple-double. Very close. 2 steals a game. Wake up, people. He's fucking great.
The height, length, and speed he has for a point guard, too, is crazy. And then, so, here's the thing, too. All these people are talking about, like, oh, Dejounte Murray isn't being so humble this year because of also the, like, summer league thing where he, like, hit the guy on top of the head with the ball and then went and got a layup. And then now this whole thing with Banchero. And,
they didn't miss that layup?
Yeah, I think he got fouled and got, like, free throws, but he did miss. But now people are saying, like, oh, like, he's off the rails now with this whole beef with Banchero and all this kind of stuff. But in his whole, like, Instagram rant, when, like, he was talking about Banchero, too, he referenced how, as Banchero was growing up, he tried to rebound for Murray and everything and, like, learn from Murray. And Murray was cheering for him and, like, apparently helping him out with all sorts of stuff when he was growing up. And now that he was the number 1 pick, apparently he was trying to, like, flex on Dejounte Murray and everything and became a completely different person. There's definitely something else going on between those two that, like, Murray feels disrespected about. And on top of that, it's crazy to me how people talk about how soft the NBA is, but then the moment we see something like Murray where he pulls off a great move around Banchero, dunks it, and then throws the ball at him and gets in his face, people are like, oh, he's off the rails. You can't do that. But they go back and say, like, oh, the NBA is soft. Which one do you want?
But here's my. Were you done, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I felt like you were like. But here's my thing, right? Like, I hate college basketball.
Right.
And this just goes to show why I hate college basketball versus the NBA. Paolo was probably the best college basketball player last season.
Mm-hmm.
To some people, they're fucking interchangeable, but basically he was one of the best.
Right.
But he literally, and that move that Murray did to him, wasn't the first part of it wasn't even really anything spectacular. He just waited there. And then that part was like, you really fell for that? The best part of it was the alley-oop. If he would have laid that up, nobody would have been fucking talking about it.
Right.
But it just goes to show the skill versus the lack of skill between a rookie and a guy like Murray, who literally made him look like crap on a basic pump fake, and then he did a couple of pivot steps. And then he really said, okay, I'm going to make this idiot look like shit. Because everybody's talking about, for what your number 1 pick? How many number 1 picks have turned out to be absolutely nothing? All right?
A good bit.
How many number 19 overall picks have I'm just saying hypothetically, how many second-round guys have fucking gone in and been great pros? Bunch of them, right? Sure. So being a number 1 pick doesn't mean shit. On top of that, you're going to Orlando. Have fun.
And they have to play each other more than like a normal team would because they're in the same division.
Same division.
And to me, it just makes it more exciting. Like, now, you would not have seen me tuning in on, like, a random fucking Wednesday night to an Orlando versus Hawks game.
Well, because you can't find it on TV anywhere.
Well, even with League Pass.
They don't even want to play it. They're like, you're blacked out. What do you mean? I don't live in Orlando. Well, we just don't want to show it.
Exactly. But now, with this beef going on, I want to watch that game because I want to see if Murray goes like 10 times harder in this game just because of it. And I want to see what Banchero's going to do as a rookie, if he's going to actually try and go back at him or if he's going to, show some composure or whatever it may be.
Yeah, but Murray's one of those guys though who could just be do everything, and it looks like he's putting in like minimal effort.
True.
And still make him look like garbage. I mean, all he did was a pump fake, and 2 pivot steps before he alley-ooped to himself. So literally, he didn't have to do anything.
No, that's a good point too. But like defensively, like he could start like really clamping down just because and start covering Banchero, even though he's 6'10". And just because of like this whole beef, and it makes me want to tune into that because it's gonna be interesting. And hell, they might even get like a double tech or something because they start like chirping at each other.
Double tech is coming, yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's why I'm just like it frustrates me looking at it from looking at other fans' point of view because of the whole they say it's too soft, but then something like this happens and they're like, oh, Murray like has lost his mind and no wonder the Spurs traded him because like he's not this leader and he doesn't have the right mental state.
It's the internet.
Oh yeah,
Reddit, Twitter, they're all the worst fucking people on the planet.
Yeah, it kills me every time.